is a supervillain appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Created by writer-artist Jim Starlin, the character first appeared in the Invincible Iron Man number 55, cover date February 1973. An eternal, deviant warlord from the Moon Titan, Thanos is regarded as one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. He has clashed with many heroes including the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Fantastic Four, the Eternals, and the X-Men. In creating Thanos, Starlin drew inspiration from Jack Kirby's New Gods series for DC Comics, particularly the character of Darkseid. Thanos is usually portrayed as a villain, although many stories depict him as believing his actions to be justified. Perhaps the character's best-known storyline is the Infinity Gauntlet, 1991. The culmination of several story arcs that see him gather the 6 Infinity Gems and use them to kill half of the universe's population, including many of its heroes, to woo Mistress Death, the living embodiment of death in the Marvel Universe. Although these events were later undone, the storyline has remained one of the most popular published by Marvel. Debuting in the Bronze Age of comic books, the character has appeared in almost 5 decades of Marvel publications, as well as many media adaptations, including animated television series and video games. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the character was first played by Damian Poitier in the film The Avengers, 2012, and then by Josh Brolin in Guardians of the Galaxy, 2014, Avengers, Age of Ultron, 2015, Avengers, Infinity War, 2018, Avengers, Endgame, 2019, and the first season of the animated series What If? 2021. Thanos was born on Saturn's moon Titan as the son of Eternals Alars and Suisan, the grandson of Kronos, the nephew of Zuras, and the grandnephew of Oceanus and Uranos. His brother is Eros of Titan. Thanos carries the Deviant's gene, and as such, shares the physical appearance of the Eternals' cousin race. Shocked by his appearance and the belief that he would destroy all life in the universe, Suisan went insane and attempted to kill him, but she was stopped by Alars. During his school years, Thanos was a pacifist and would only play with his brother Eros and pets. By adolescence, Thanos had become fascinated with nihilism and entropy, worshipping and eventually falling in love with the physical embodiment of Mistress Death. At some point in his youth, a younger Thanos was sent to Earth by Mephisto where he fought the prehistoric Avengers where he was repelled. Thanos is a mutant member of the race of superhumans known as the Titanian Eternals. The character possesses abilities common to the Eternals, but amplified to a higher degree through a combination of his mutant, eternal heritage, bionic amplification, mysticism, and power bestowed by the abstract entity, Death. Demonstrating enormous superhuman strength, speed, stamina, immortality, and invulnerability among other qualities, Thanos can absorb and project vast quantities of cosmic energy, and is capable of telekinesis and telepathy. He can manipulate matter and live indefinitely without food, air, or water, cannot die of old age, is immune to all terrestrial diseases, and has high resistance to psychic assaults. Thanos is also an accomplished hand-to-hand combatant, having been trained in the art of war on Titan. Thanos has proven himself capable of briefly holding his own in battle against Odin, 89, and of blasting Galactus off his feet. Thanos is a super genius in virtually all known fields of advanced science, and has created technology far exceeding that which is found on contemporary Earth. He often employs a transportation chair capable of spaceflight, force field projection, teleportation, time travel, and movement through alternate universes. Thanos is also a master strategist and uses several space vessels, at least 3 under the name Sanctuary, as a base of operations. Superman is a superhero who appears in American comic books published by DC Comics. The character was created by writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster, and debuted in the comic book Action Comics #1, cover dated June 1938 and published April 18, 1938. Superman has been adapted to a number of other media, which includes radio serials, novels, films, television shows, theater, and video games. Superman was born on the fictional planet Krypton and was named Kal-El. As a baby, his parents sent him to Earth in a small spaceship moments before Krypton was destroyed in a natural cataclysm. His ship landed in the American countryside, near the fictional town of Smallville. He was found and adopted by farmers Jonathan and Martha Kent, who named him Clark Kent. Clark began developing his various superhuman powers and abilities, such as incredible strength and impervious skin. His adoptive parents advised him to use his powers for the benefit of humanity, and he decided to use his powers to fight crime. To protect his personal life, he changes into a colorful costume and uses the alias Superman when fighting crime. Clark resides in the fictional American city of Metropolis, where he works as a journalist for the Daily Planet. Superman's supporting characters include his love interest and fellow journalist Lois Lane, Daily Planet photographer Jimmy Olsen and editor-in-chief Perry White, and his enemies include Brainiac, General Zod, Darkseid, and his archenemy Lex Luthor. Superman is the archetype of the superhero. He wears an outlandish costume, uses a code name, and fights evil with the aid of extraordinary abilities. Although there are earlier characters who arguably fit this definition, it was Superman who popularized the superhero genre and established its conventions. He was the best-selling superhero in American comic books up until the 1980s. The catalogue of Superman's abilities and his strength has varied considerably over the vast body of Superman fiction released. Since 1938, Superman has superhuman strength. Another classic feat of strength on Superman's part is breaking steel chains. In some stories, he is strong enough to shift the orbits of planets and crush coal into diamond with his hands. Superman has a highly durable body, invulnerable for most practical purposes. At the very least, bullets bounce harmlessly off his body. In some stories, such as Kingdom Come, not even a nuclear bomb can harm him. Superman's costume is made out of exotic materials that are as tough as he is, which is why it typically doesn't tear up when he performs superhuman feats. Superman's body is said to project an aura that renders invulnerable any tight-fitting clothes he wears, and hence his costume is as durable as he is even if made of common cloth. Superman can fly faster than sound, and in some stories, he can even fly faster than the speed of light to travel to distant galaxies. Superman can project and perceive X-rays via his eyes, which allows him to see through objects. Certain materials such as lead can block his X-ray vision. Superman can project beams of heat from his eyes which are hot enough to melt steel. Superman can hear sounds that are too faint for a human to hear, and at frequencies outside the human hearing range. Superman possesses superhuman breath, which enables him to inhale or blow huge amounts of air, as well as holding his breath indefinitely to remain underwater or space without adverse effects. He has a significant focus of his breath's intensity to the point of freezing targets by blowing on them. What is your choice? Put your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.